Alright, welcome back to True Geordie Extra. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Today we're talking Joe Fournier, or should we call him Joe Fournier? Because the man is a fraud. This is the second time this guy has faked sparring / training footage to make him look better. Ask yourself a question. Why does anyone who is actually good have to then fake it? Ask yourself that. So here he is. Now, as you know, Joe Fournier has very little athleticism and he's just looking a little bit quicker. Just a little bit quicker for some reason. He's gone from looking like the most average journeyman to Manny fucking Pacquiao. And he thought none of us would notice how. You know when you're a little bit older and you don't really realize that technology has moved on considerably. People understand when you're doing just the slightest little thing, like speeding up footage. Joe just thought no one would notice. I just love this. Like, it just gives so much content. It doesn't end there. So my boy Wade points this out on Twitter, and he's not being a hater. I mean, fucking Stevie Wonder could tell you this is fucking sped up. He says, why does Joe do this, lol? This would be clean pad work, but then he had to speed it up. Anyone could say this. Now, as it happens, Wade had an interview scheduled for the next day with Joe Fournier. Joe cancelled the interview because of that one tweet. And you're really going to find out here what level of ego Joe Fournier. You asked me for an interview and I have no clue who you are. Here's the problem, Joe. We don't know who you are either. Because the truth of the matter is, you've done nothing in boxing. And that's why Wade is trying to help you tell your story by doing you a favour. If you disagree with this being sped up, then challenge Wade on it in person in an interview. A lot of people know who Wade is. They don't know who you are. The only reason they know who you are is because you're this guy who's just been lined up to fight KSI, and misfits are selling it like, oh, this is a pro boxer. Okay then, well, I guess he is. Let's look into it. It makes zero difference to my life, so I'm doing it to be nice to you and give you some content to help your channel grow. Mate, you're saying this as if you're doing Wade a favour. Fuck me, you are a nobody. Wade is going to be fine. Wade has Jake Paul, KSI, and interviews like that on his channel. You're a nightclub boxer who started boxing 10 years ago and hasn't barely boxed in the last 5 years. What's the benefit to insult someone who's trying to be nice to you? I mean, he's not insulting you. You have sped that footage up, and he is saying you've sped the footage up. That's just not an insult, mate. I don't think you understand what insults are. Insults would be to call you a journeyman boxer. That's actually true. Wade tries to calm the situation down in the messages, not an insult. I just don't get the training footage being sped up or faking KOs and sparring. I say what I say. This is Wade just being honest here. This is an opportunity for Joe to come in and address this blatant bullshit that he's participating in. Joe turns around and said, what you're saying is an opinion, not based on facts, so it's slander. This is what happens when you get a rich man involved in the YouTube boxing world. He's out of touch with reality, this guy. Slander. The fucking hell type of shit are you talking about, pal? So why would I want to take time out of my life, whose guy's job it is to slander me? Wade is a journalist, essentially, and it's his job to say what's happening. And you are faking knockouts in the gym. You're speeding up your footage. Why are you doing that? Maybe because there isn't a single shred of good footage of you as a boxer. That's the fucking reality of this. Because the one winning record that you fought against, the guy was a fat slob who barely looked like he'd fucking ran in his life, let alone boxed. He threw 5 punches in 2 fucking rounds. There's no good footage of you. We know why you're doing this, but it's slander. You make assumptions and say rude things without any facts. Rude is sort of like, you know, being late for an appointment. Rude is having bad manners. Rude isn't saying you've sped your footage up when you've actually sped your footage up. I love this guy. If I say you are a thief without evidence, that's slander and defamation. No, here's the problem, Grandpa Joe. We actually know how to use computers these days, pal, and we can see when you've done that. This is like when they faked the moon landing and thought nobody will notice, and then one day we're like looking at it and like see that the flag's moving in the background. Don't worry about it. If they say you're a thief without evidence, that's called slander and defamation of character. He's using terms as if he's going to sue Wade for saying he sped footage up. Bro, we can see you've sped the footage up. The same way you paid those two guys to drop to their knees for you. Probably not the first time, am I right? Talking about you trying to create clickbait with no facts. Clickbait is when you put it on a YouTube title. He just put it in a tweet. It's not actually clickbait. Grandpa Joe's a bit out of touch with this stuff, isn't he? Wade is, again, being very polite. I'm not saying anything to be rude to you personally, but I'll be better able to answer that with some context. You might call it your opinion. I call it slander. Wade, again, what are you talking about? Trying to clear my schedule to help you out. Mate, we're trying to help you sell the fight. It's a two-way street, pal. Let's be real. Before KSI was lined up to fight you, nobody wanted to know anything about you. We didn't give a shit. No one did. Right, you're rich, well done, no one cares. Wade tries to end this in the nicest way, saying it's nothing personal. So let's have it right. I wasn't trying to like be too harsh on the guy in the first video I made, but fuck it. You're slagging my mate off and you're being an egotistical, sensitive prick. And the reality is, the guy is being made out like he's the next fucking Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury started boxing when he was 6 years old and was surrounded by Tyson Fury, world champions growing up, was constantly trained to a high level and is a very decent athlete, right? He's quick, he's strong. Is he a knockout puncher? I wouldn't say so, but he's got good feet. There's a lot of things about his game that I'm like, is very decent. You know, I said that from the get-go. The reality is he's 23 years old. Fit, young, fast kid. Joe Fournier started boxing when he was 30 years old. That's 24 years after Tommy Fury. The guy's an absolute journeyman. He fought a bunch of nobodies in the Dominican Republic who didn't have two wins to rub together. And when he fought one guy with a winning record, the bloke looked like he could barely run to chase a fucking bus. And I don't want to hear you talking about I'm a pro boxer. Been doing it for 10 years, mate. No, you haven't. Shut up, man. You went on a holiday to the Dominican Republic and sparked out a few bums in the process, mate. This ain't boxing, man. Even these YouTube lads like KSI, Jake Paul, they're all putting in that work. You're not doing that. You ain't been tested. Slander. The ego on this man to fake footage and then get pissy with people when they say what it is. Embarrassing. Like, I don't think Joe Fournier's ego, because he is a rich man and he's obviously fought a lot of people who are literally there to get knocked out and make him think he is that guy. JJ is going to smoke this guy and he is going to be face down on the canvas. It's going to be pretty hard for him to take, because when you've had so much success in life, you're not in the state of mind where you're prepared to be humiliated in front of the world, and that's what's going to happen. And the fact that he can't even take Wade calling him out for what he's doing shows he's not prepared for this at all. And Wade didn't even call him out in a nasty or negative way. And let's be real, KSI's coaches have coached this guy before. They're not going to pick this guy. Clearly, if they don't think JJ is going to beat the living shit out of him, JJ is going to kick the shit out of this guy. Grandpa Joe, you need to figure out how to work technology better, bro. You got money, pay someone to do it, at least make it believable. What other nicknames can we call him? Joe Fournier, Slow Joe Fournier, Just No Joe, Stop Doing Blow Joe. This is fun. Journeyman Joe. That's a good one. This is the thing though, when people have never had their boxing technique footage critiqued because no one ever gave a rat's arse before, all of a sudden he's getting pissy about it. Well, you took the big fight, pal, and scrutiny comes with that. I just hope that this guy's ego can recover and can take this, because maybe he needs a humbling. You know what I mean? Maybe this will do him the world of good. Go back to the nightclubs, put a smile on your face, and know that every time people look at you, you'll be the guy that the YouTuber beat the shit out of. And that's going to be pretty painful, but healthy. So embrace it, take that in, and apologize to it. Slander. I just keep laughing at that word, slander. Anyway, that was my take on Joe Fournier. Sorry, Grandpa Joe. What do they call him again? I can't remember. The nightclub owner. This is going to be a laugh, innit? I'm actually getting into this now. Do you know what I mean? JJ, just smoke this fucker, will you? Because he really needs it. And I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you later.